Hello and welcome. It's Jayne McCann from organizingmaven.com. So I'm taking a guess that everyone that's listening has heard the statement, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing well. What do you think about that statement? Now, personally, I have come to loathe it because far too often the connotation associated with it is that we should be striving for perfection in everything that we do. And that whole idea is just absolutely draining. Now, it's true that there are times when perfection is a worthwhile goal, but those times are few and far between. More often than not, going for good enough really is good enough. And that's true for organization as well. Getting organized does not require that you are perfect. But I see people struggling with that all of the time. And it's no wonder because all you have to do is flip open any of those glossy lifestyle magazines and you are going to see images of perfectly arranged, beautifully decorated homes. You're going to see that absolutely pristine kitchen that looks like nobody in that family ever prepares any food. You're going to see images of closets where the hangers are spaced, 1.76 inches apart. Everything is folded up, everything is lined up, and it looks amazing. But it's not reality. So I don't want people getting caught up in the whole idea that they have to be perfect in order to be organized. So I want to share a few ways that you can avoid the perfection trap and that so you'll have more time to focus on actually getting organized. So the very first thing I want you to do is read lifestyle magazines with a skeptic's eye. Enjoy them for the eye candy that they are. Get ideas, get inspiration, but remember they are not reality, not even close. They are all staged. They're all contrived. They're there to create an image in your head, but they are not the image that you should strive to recreate in your space. So, number two, I want you to resist the urge to compare yourself with others. Now, I know that this is really, really hard to do because subconsciously we're doing it all the time. We are comparing ourselves to our neighbor who might have, like every time we drop by, their living room is just absolutely guest ready. And we're sitting there thinking to ourselves, oh my God, my place looks so lived in and this place looks so awesome. How does she do it and why can't I do it? And then pretty soon you're having this inner dialogue and you're really beating yourself up. So before you do that, I want you to make sure that you are comparing apples to apples and not apples to oranges. And what do I mean by this? I mean, maybe that neighbor that has like this guest ready living room to welcome you into also has much more space. Maybe she's got a playroom for her kids. Maybe she's got a den for the family to hang out in so that her space, the living room, can be guest ready all the time. Or maybe she has a whole lot more resources available. Maybe she's got financial resources that allow her to hire somebody. Or maybe she's not juggling a job with motherhood and caring for aging parents. So she's got time to invest in it. So I think it's really important before anyone even goes down that path of comparing yourselves to somebody else, make sure what you're comparing is apples to apples. Now, what I really suggest is that you just don't compare yourself to anybody because no good ever really truly comes out of that situation. So resist the urge as much as you can, and if you can't, make sure it's apples to apples. And then finally, define what being organized means to you. If I were going to define organization, I would say that being organized means, it doesn't mean that you're living in a space that's sparkling clean and perpetually free of life's clutter. No, it means that you control the amount of clutter that's there and you do that on a consistent basis, that you're able to find what you need when you need it, and most importantly, that you have time to enjoy the things that you want to do. You're able to get through all the things you need to do, but you've got time to enjoy the things that you want to do. That's how I think of organization. But I want you to define it for yourself. Come up with your own definition. Maybe being organized to you just means that you're able to get out of the house in the morning without feeling completely stressed. Maybe it means that you're able to make deadlines at work on a consistent basis. So my idea of organization, I've already shared some of it there, with the being able to find what you need when you need it, and having time to enjoy all the things that you want to do, because I love that part of it. But for me, it also means that when I go to bed at night, I'm able to really relax into a deep sleep, because I know that all the balls I'm juggling are still up in the air. Nothing's about to drop. So being organized allows me to feel in control of my situation. So again, 3 things. Read lifestyle magazines with a skeptic's eye. Resist the urge to compare yourself to others. And define what being organized means for yourself. Don't let somebody else define it for you. So these are 3 ways that you can avoid the perfectionist trap. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button. And over at organizingmaven.com, you can always find all kinds of free resources to help you get organized, clear your clutter, and maybe find a little happiness along the way.